Well, welcome to another edition of the Suitcase Sessions podcast. I'm your host, Bob Bowman. I'm sitting here with Mark LeClaire, Mark the Harp LeClaire. Mark hails from St. Clair, Missouri, just outside of St. Louis city itself, and is a builder performer, does a lot of solo work, and work with Cody and the Chameleons.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I have a good time with all three of the above.
And so you're here in Gadsden, Alabama at the Mary G. Hardin Center for Cultural Arts, where we have a permanent cigar box guitar display, and you've provided some builds for that.
Yeah.
And are going to be playing on stage,
yes, sir,
multiple times. And for folks outside for the car show, we got about 20,000 people that'll be outside here shortly.
Very exciting.
Yeah. Well, Mark, thanks for taking a few minutes to sit down and talk with me relative to who you are and how you got into this crazy cigar box guitar stuff. And so that's kind of where I want to go.
Okay.
I'd like to find out, first and foremost, how you even came about knowing about the cigar box guitar.
Well, it's kind of funny that you ask. I think being in the Cub Scouts as a young man, boy, I was subscribed to Boys Life magazine.
Yeah.
And they had blueprints in there for a cigar box guitar.
Oh, yeah.
Well, being that everybody around there smoked cigars, there's always cigar boxes laying around, and but people put receipts and change. And I just wanted one cigar box. Well, I got me a cigar box. I took a piece of lattice board, followed the instructions a little bit, and then the wire that you wrap around the newspaper.
Right.
For some goofy reason, I was always saving scrap stuff back then, so I put them wires together, and I made a three-string lattice board cigar box guitar with a nail tuning machine.
My goodness.
So I run around the yard eating popsicles and playing my guitar. That's what I got into.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time then.
Yeah, I'd say, well, I'm still a young man, but that's well over 50 years ago.
Yeah, you recently retired and got busier.
Yeah, I don't know how I did everything I did while I was working. So every day's a Saturday now.
What'd you do for a living?
I was a road driver for FedEx freight, so
you were busy and still found time to build.
Oh yeah, I still built and played out. Yeah.
I think one of the things that I love most about your playing is that stereotypically you'll post from your basement studio.
Right. Yeah.
I love those segments.
Or my little walk-in closet. I'll do a big old new video of some song I'm trying to cover and get all excited about it, and then it's like I just see if somebody says "You suck" or whatever, but I'll put it on Facebook to see what anybody thinks.
Right. Well, I appreciate it because I don't think you suck. By the way, I've spent a lot of hours listening to you down at the St. Louis Cigar Box Guitar Club at the Roadhouse, and here we are. Some 9 hours of drive time on the highway away from where we see each other in our own community.
Right.
And somehow
St. Louis.
Yeah, this is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So, okay, so that's how you got into cigar box guitars. You saw one in Boys Life as a Cub Scout, and the rest was history, so to speak. How many of them have you built?
Yeah, I lost count. I donate them and everything for certain benefits and stuff. And roughly probably, I don't even know if I number them anymore, probably around 50 to 70. I really did forget.
Yeah, no, a lot of people don't count there.
But it's hard. This one was for sale.
Yeah.
But somehow I really like it, so now it's not. And then another month I might say, yeah, it's for sale. They're like your kids, you build one. And you hear that first, and you go, wow, that's magical.
Correct.
Well, they're all magical. You never know what you're going to get when you first, string it up,
Well, and you made it, right?
Yeah.
So, that's half the
they got finished nail frets. The fret markers are paneling nails, and it's got MGB parts on it, of course. The electronics are MGB, but the rest of it is pretty much.
Hold that up so we can see that for the people who watch on YouTube.
Pretty much the rest of it is all stuff from around the house.
Yeah.
But the cigar box, and that neck is a blank piece of wood. I believe you might have gave me this.
Is it one of the maple ones?
Right.
Yeah.
And I cut it down and I put some wings on it.
Fantastic, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure this is one of those that I cut down.
My wife's very happy then.
Yeah.
I was having a surgery, and on my way home from knee surgery, I ordered 2 truckloads of maple from Sullivan, Missouri, and
Well, it's right
she
next to my house.
had to go pick it up and was not happy with me. So the fact that you're using this, and
Yeah, see now that's a
this is a
coincidence.
good story. I love it. And now you're making music.
Yeah, that was about 2 years ago. You gave
It
me
was,
the neck blanks, and I got 2 of them. And the other one I'm building Amanda Fish,
Great.
the cigar box guitars. So
Nice. That's
I'm
going to
real
go on.
excited about that.
More fame. All right. Well, you know, so you got into it easy enough as a kid, you know, looking through the magazine and all, and now you're retired with even less time than you had when you were working, I'm sure. But you play a lot and perform a lot. You're performing with Cody and the Chameleons
Right.
here. You'll be performing next week. You guys do gigs all over the place. What's your schedule like now?
It's kind of slowed up a little bit right now, but that's by choice. And want to do some traveling and do some other things.
Actual retirement stuff?
I'm doing actual retirement stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
just got back from Florida a week and a half ago, 2 weeks.
Did you play a gig down there?
No, I didn't.
Because you have done that.
Yeah,
You've traveled to Florida and
Panama City Beach, Florida, Bradenton.
I'll hear you're going there, and then the next thing I know, I'm seeing you on stage.
Played Rob Warble's neighborhood. I was went by his house and stuff. So yeah, it's been very cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You know, so many people that are watching this and or listening to the podcast are into, or at least interested in, the cigar box guitar. But you put a different spin on it, in my mind, from a lot of us who build and or play, in that your name's Mark the Harp LeClair. You are you travel with a suitcase of harmonicas. Right. I mean, you've got a belt that you've worn before.
Right. I got it with me. I'm gonna be wearing
because you got to change them out for different songs.
Different keys.
I think it'd be fun if you're open to it. I know you're set up for it, but if you're open to it, I think they would love to hear.
Okay. Yeah.
What it sounds like to combine the two.
Have a good time with it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give me a mojo hand. I'm gonna go to Louisiana. I'm gonna give me a mojo hand. I'm just gonna fix my woman so she don't have no other mind. I'm gonna lay in bed thinking about my mojo. I'm going to town. I'm gonna be back real soon.
Man, that's fun.
Little thing.
I love it. That's great. So, Mark, who influences you? I mean, you play the harmonica, Right. And so we know I know some harmonica players that I could maybe list, but who are your influences and how did you end up enjoying the combination?
Little Walter was a big influence, and Sonny Boy Williams, and actually, I never had a internet until about 2007 or 8. And a friend of mine said, "Man, I need to turn you on to this one guy, man. You need to check this guy out." It was Jason Ricci or Ricky or Ricci or Ricci.
Richie, yeah.
Yeah, but man, this guy, I did some of his YouTube video classes kind of, and that was real inspiring. You know, it's a very wild harmonica player. You got to check that guy out.
Did you play before that though?
Yeah, I did always as a kid. I've always had harmonicas growing up, playing with them, and I'd lay them down. And when I was in the military, I'd be out there, you know, it was combat arms, so we'd be out in the middle of the field. I'd be the only one that had tunes, you know.
Yeah,
so.
it's easy to carry with you in a cargo pocket.
In my pocket, so I did that a lot. So, yeah, just something I always done. And then when I quit smoking, and I had that nervous, got to do something with my hands and mouth, I picked up a harmonica. I said, wow, okay, this will work. Instead of buying a carton of cigarettes a week, I bought a harmonica a week. So I got a bunch of harmonicas. And I used to smoke a lot. So it was hand in hand.
I'm only laughing because I remember the first time I saw you come into the club meetings with a suitcase. And I thought, oh, what's that? You know, because everybody's got a case for their cigar box guitars. But you open it up and there's this, I don't know, 30 plus.
I play any tuning, any minor, diatonic, whatever, but I don't do the chromatic. I mean, I'm no Stevie Wonder, man. That's a harmonica.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I always tell my sons that I play a mean harmonica. By the way, I have one in the console of my truck that when I drove down here, right? Yeah. I have it in there. And I'm really good as long as the music's up loud enough.
Right.
And you don't really hear me play.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
But I like noodling around.
Plus, while, not supposed to say this, but while I was employed by a certain freight company, I would practice while I was driving 10 hours a day, you know, with my harmonica holder, both hands on the steering wheel.
Right.
You know.
Of course.
Hands free, you know, that's the whole deal, you know.
Well, so those are some of your influences, and I want to know when you find time to play. You're retired, so now you're probably playing more than you did before. But are you? You know, some of your videos come out at like 6 a.m. Are you still getting up early?
I can't lie. No, I'm not getting up early.
Okay, good.
Yeah, 8:30.
Because you used to get up early.
Yeah, 8. Yeah, I was up 5 o'clock every morning, and
I run at 5, and I was always able to see a video from you, and I'm thinking, man, I got up to go for a run, and he's already putting out videos.
Yeah, that's what inspired me for the whole day. I was like, you know, because I think the day before, okay, what do I want to do in the morning? When I get home, I practice a little bit, and then I'll make the video when I wake up, and that gets me going while I'm drinking my coffee.
Oh, no doubt.
Just fun, just something fun to do.
Right. So when you come up with your set list, just out of curiosity, how many of them do you play the Cigar Box Guitar with?
Oh, all of the stuff that I work on. I mean,
I see you oftentimes. The only reason I ask the question is oftentimes I'll see you like with Cody and the Chameleons. You'll be going at, and you won't have your neck holder.
Right. I just usually I'm just a harmonica player, you know.
Oh, just
And then it's like every once in a while.
You're the Aretha Franklin of harmonica players from where I sit.
No, not that.
The emotions.
But when you got some guitar players
that
really play, you don't need no.
Yeah.
You want a harmonica? They say, no, put that thing down. No, grab your harmonica more.
Yeah.
You know, that's my forte. So.
Yeah.
But I really, when I grow up, I want to be a guitar player. Really, guys. You know, that's how I feel about it. You know.
That'll be fun if that's the case.
When I grow up,
I can't wait to see it when you do get.
When I grow up.
Grown up. Yeah. So do you have a favorite? I know you brought this one and you can't sell it, but do you have a favorite cigar
I can
box?
sell it. They're all my favorites. All of them, from my 2 strings to one.
Right.
They're anything that I can kind of. While I watch TV, I just practice. Can't hear me, but can't hear me all the time, or I'd be divorced.
Yeah.
I mean, too much of a good thing ain't good.
Right. Oh, wait a minute, that sounds like something Vera might have been telling you.
That almost sounds like a song,
Yeah, exactly.
It ain't good. I got 3 strings and a piece of wood. I do stuff like that. I know. Just noodling around, man.
I thought of you for a longest time as like the Cigar Box Guitar rapper, because you make stuff up on the fly all the time.
And you know why I do that? Because I really don't know lyrics to any songs.
Well, I love it. I had a cousin who was always able to do that too.
Right.
He could tell a story or sing a song and just make it up on the spot, and it would keep us sucked in, wanting to hear more.
It's been said there is something in the water there around the Mississippi River. I only live a few miles from it. I mean,
Right. Well, so that's the magic sauce, is it? Well, fantastic. You want to play something else?
I don't know. Maybe I did good enough. I better not screw this up.
All right. Well, it's up to you. Well,
I said, I believe. My baby got a black cat bone. I said, I believe. My baby got a black cat bone. But everything I do seems like I do.
nice.
Good enough.
Well, very good. I appreciate that. So, one of the things I like to close with on the show is this: as a builder, what advice would you give a new builder?
New builder, just watch some videos on YouTube with Shane Spiel, go to MGB site, just build. I mean, just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah, that's the main. Just do it.
Right.
Just get you a piece of wood, and it ain't hard. There's some tutorials on there that shows you every step, and don't get too fancy. My first one was basically glued a 6-string neck onto a cigar box.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I had it all beefed up just right. I leaned it up against my dishwasher in the kitchen, and I did something that slid on the floor and busted in half. I go, I was heartbroken.
Right.
I showed it off to a bunch of people. And
Yeah.
it played a little bit, but
Right.
chink, that was it. I was like, there's got to be another way to do this. So I started watching tutorials and
Right.
just got better,
So just dive right in, watch some tutorials,
and once you do it and you hear that first, it's alive, and then you're off and going with it. I mean,
you'll be hooked.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a great place to close out the episode, if you will, and I like to close with a similar saying each time. There are no rules.
No rules.
Just keep playing, and we'll catch up later somewhere down the road.
Marlon, thanks for having me, Bob.
Thank you.
Very cool. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it,
for your
Mark.
service.
Thanks.